I work in multiple platforms that have investments come into Africa. Yeah, I used to serve on the board of Binance, so I know what I'm talking about.
Welcome, the One Minute family. Today we'll be talking about 6 investments you can do that are going to give you great returns. Of course, these are lessons I learned from Dr. Ibukun Awosika, who happened to be the first chairman, the first woman chairman of First Bank, and also she has been very inspirational. And of course, today we'll be listening to her concerning 6 different investments she suggested you can go into. But these are suggestions. Of course, you need to do your own research first. So without wasting your time, the first one we'll be talking about is the stock market. Let's listen to her.
The problem I find with a lot of Nigerians, especially old people, they buy it as if it's a piece of jewelry. Stock market is not to buy paper. Some people have bought shares for 20 years. They've not done anything with it. Frankly, it's a tradable asset. The way you make money from it is, okay, I'll give you an example. So last year, when all the banks started fundraising, somebody bought some shares of one bank. And as those shares got to a point, it was clear that dividend was going to come. But the person who understands the stock market knew that this particular bank doesn't have much room to grow anymore in terms of the value of their shares because it was already overpriced. So the person took profit, sold a percentage of it, took profit, took part of that money, went to buy the shares of another bank. Why? Because that bank had more room to grow, but it was also within the window. There's like a 90 days window within which if you already own the shares, you will partake in their dividend for that year. Most people don't understand. It's not about holding the share for a whole year or for 10 years. There's a date, there's a cutoff date. If you have shares by that date, you will take dividend no matter what. So the person said, okay, sell this portion, go and buy, take profit, go and buy this number of shares from that other bank. And now that is dividend season, you get dividend from 2 banks rather than from one, and you also get capital gain because the share has increased in value, which allows you to be able to sell and take profit. The general practice with the shares is you consider what is a safe value return on your shares. A wise person can say every time my share price appreciates by 40% or 50%, I will sell some. I will sell a percentage, enough to recover my original investment. I will now leave the remaining in it so even if that share crashes, I haven't lost anything because I've recovered my original investment and some profit. And then you take the profits, it can meet your cash flow and all of those things. There are also some other options.
Okay, I think you get the insight. Now the second thing we'll be talking about is mutual fund. Actually, you might say they are both paper assets, but actually they are different, and you have to understand the concepts too. So let's listen to her.
For someone that is much older, you're looking for low risk investment. Do you know how to buy shares yourself? No. So don't. What should you do? Go and look for financial institutions that can be trusted. Buy into their mutual funds. Why is that important? Mutual funds, you can enter with small amounts. A lot of them start from like 5,000 naira per unit, 10,000 naira. It's not a big amount. So even children can start buying. You buy 1 unit, you buy 2 units, you buy 5 units. Maybe minimum entry is 50,000. No problem. You can trade it within 3 or 4 days and get cash if you really need cash. But they are professionals managing the entire portfolio. And they can buy and sell as is necessary, the way you cannot do on your own. And when they do it, all the profit they make at the end of the year, they will declare the profit and they will increase the value of your coupon by that. And so you get paid at the end of every year. When you are in retirement age and you do not understand stock market and all that, you're better off with mutual funds. You're better off with like properties that are generating rent for you. And you put some cash. And you must know how to categorize your assets. If you have a 100% portfolio, how much of it should be in cash? How much will be in mutual funds? Maybe about 30-40% in mutual funds. So it's money that is available but not available. You have to do something to get it. So somebody cannot come to your house in the morning and say, I need money now. You can't give them. Why? Because the money is in a safe place. Church, we're too emotional. We make a lot of emotional decisions, not necessarily rational or correct decisions. We act like God. You want to help everybody. I didn't say you shouldn't help. Like I said, I told you that I do missionary work. But I'm saying that every help is not God ordained. So you have to learn how to listen to God and hear God give you instruction. But if you make yourself poor helping others, you will all be poor together. Yes, let's be honest. So there's a lot of wisdom that you need to understand what the Lord has called you to, and you need to organize yourself.
Absolutely.
And then the wise thing to do, if you have bulk retirement money that they give you, like the person said, I have 1 year salary set aside. Good. What can you do? If you put your 1 year money in deposit and put it on 1 year tenor, you actually get a lower interest. Why do they give you a lower interest? 1 year is a long time. The economic situation can change, but if they're locked in with you, they can't change it. So they calculate their risk. They give you a lower interest. But you get higher return on like 90 days or even 180 days. And there's nothing that says you cannot do the 90 days. You just put it on rollover. It means every 90 days you roll over. So you get the highest interest rate on it, and every 90 days you just ask them to roll it over. And when you do that, what you do is you take the return on it, you spend the interest that you're paid every 90 days. Ensure that that interest is the cash flow that is for your spending. And therefore you can plan your spending around what you know is your return. If you're already in the retirement season, what it means is that the resources you have, you cannot apply to high risk investments. You can't. Because if anything goes wrong and you lose the money, you cannot recoup because you don't have the time or the energy to go and earn again. If a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old loses money, they still have time to try and recover. So that tells you the risk profile of your investment will be different. All right? So all these MMMM thing they do, please do not carry your, Yoruba people say, "Nton wafa." Too many people have found the ofo of it because they're looking for quick money. Trust me, it is impossible for those things to work. I can analyze it for you, but we don't have the time. It's absolutely impossible. There is no economic model that allows it to happen, except something wrong is being done somewhere. The last people are paying for the first set of people. Somewhere along the line, everything is going to crash. So that's not what we're talking about. So do not take high-risk investments. Now, if people come and meet you, and they are professionals who go and look for retirees in order to take from them their retirement money. But because of the naivety of a lot of people, because they don't even understand how money works, they fall prey to it.
So the talk we'll be talking about is real estate. And of course, the majority of you know about real estate. But I want you to hear our own version of the story.
If you have a house that you're collecting rent from, that is cash flow. Because what is the most important thing that you need every day is cash flow. Where does cash flow come from? Your return on your investment. So if you have houses that you build to rent out, that's rental income is cash flow. Sometimes landlords want 3 years rent. It's actually not wise because you are punishing yourself. Because if you have the 3 years rent and life happens and people know you have it, other people will plan for your money. Then you have to wait 3 years. The asset is there, but you have no right to any money from it. You're actually better off to design your income around your cash flow need. Which means if your rent is quarterly, half yearly, or yearly, it helps you better with cash flow.
Now, the fourth we're talking about is business. And of course, business is also a form of investment, and you also have to have an understanding of how it is. Listen to our analogy of how you can put money into business and what you need to look into.
Like women who do business, you want to sell bags. Okay, you like designer bags. All right, but you live in Surulere. Then you open a shop on somewhere in Surulere, and you put Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and everything. The day you open, you make money. Why? It's your friends you invited to the opening. They're like you. They will buy it, and so you'll be deceived into thinking that you have the right model. Then for the next 6 months, people will come in, they will like it, they will carry it, then they will go next door and buy the copy. Why? Because their pockets they like it, so your shop is aspirational, but their reality is in the shop that is selling the Chinese copy. Or even better, they buy the Turkish copies because they're higher quality. So we need to harmonize those things. So what you need to do is think. What kind of investment are you making? Where are the real needs? What kind of rent does it command? And how can you manage the asset? People tend to define investment by what they like.
Now, the next one she talked about is cryptocurrency. And this, she strictly warned that you have to understand it first because it is high risk and high return. Let's listen to her.
Many people teach you about cryptocurrency and all of that. You have to be sophisticated enough, and you must have the threshold for the losses. Yeah, high returns, high risk. So the 60-year-old, 50-year-old, you are not doing crypto because mostly you don't understand it. 2, is very high return if you get it right, but it can be superbly high risk too if you do the wrong thing. Even from trying to get into your crypto account, if you press the wrong button, or your entire stock can disappear. You understand that? Yeah, I used to serve on the board of Binance, so I know what I'm talking about. So guys, think. Don't invest in things you cannot understand.
And the sixth she talked about is hyping. Please, let's listen to what she has to say because it's also a form of investment.
Don't forget to deduct your title is an investment because people forget it's a divine investment. So put it down in your cost. In fact, it should be the first thing that you put there. So you're working on 90. Always do your own homework yourself. 2, do not invest in things you don't understand. If you don't understand it, look for professionals that do. And it's not everybody that says they're a professional in a sector that understand what they're doing. No.
I hope you have learned a lot from this video and from our mother, Dr. Ibukun Awosika, concerning how you can actually do these investments and what you need to think about before going into them. The video is going to be ending here, but before you go, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for this channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.